Hello everyone, and welcome to the UNPL first round of the Naraja Division. I'm MetaMaxis, your coach of the New York Metas. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more. We've got a great matchup today against Ruppy and the Columbus Swoo. This is the six we're rolling with: Heatran, Sinistcha, Volcarona, Sand/Alolan form, Slowking, Galarian form, as I like to call it, Glowking, and Mesprit. I'm gonna have a full Pokepaste sheet either in the description below or putting it on screen right now, but let's have a look at these absolute legends we're gonna be rolling with. Heatran, of course, the delightful one. Sinistcha. All these actually three are shinies. My Volcarona, one of the first shinies we actually got in this game. Alolan Sandslash was a shiny we got while shiny hunting for Rayquaza back in Dynamax Adventures and Sword and Shield. That was fun. Galarian Slowking. And Mesprit from Legends Arceus. Oh no, this is my Mesprit from Dynamax Adventures, right. So these are the moves. Choice Scarf for the Mesprit. The reason for this, despite our overall team being Volcarona, Iron Bundle, Galarian Slowking, Rillaboom, Sinistcha, Heatran, Mesprit, Alolan Sandslash, Wigglytuff, Bombardier, Glalie, and Aurorous. I decided to go with these six, and I didn't go with the Iron Bundle, which I know a lot of people probably would be expecting for the Iron Bundle, because Ruppy's team, the Columbus Swoo, is Iron Valiant, Raging Bolt, Scizor, Skeledirge, Torkoal, Mamoswine, Gyarados, which is his Terra Captain, or at least one of his Terra Captains, Lilligant, which is another one of his Terra Captains, and Chimecho, which is again his third Terra Captain, and then his Electros. Our Terra Captains were the Mesprit and the Sinistcha. The types allowed for the Mesprit were Psychic, Fire, and Electric, and for the Sinistcha, it was Steel, Fairy, and Ghost. I decided to go with the Terra we're going to be running is Psychic for Mesprit because Terra Psychic Mystical Power is kind of insane, and for the Sinistcha, I want to go with Fairy, just in the event it goes up against either Skeledirge or it goes up against Iron Valiant. It's something. I was thinking about Steel as a way to blast the Iron Valiant, but also Terra Blast potentially. Didn't end up going with the Terra Blast because it was designed to take down the Raging Bolt and the Iron Valiant, but didn't really need to go with either of them. This is a backup, but that's the plan. Our Heatran is max special attack, max HP with a little bit of defense. And it's for a moveset of just all-out damage. This thing is meant to go in, hit things pretty hard, and either take them out themselves or get him in a range for something else to come in and clean up. It basically completely crumples to his Iron Valiant. There was really no way around that, but the air balloon is there so I don't get completely demolished by things such as Skeletor's Earth Power or Torkoal's Earth Power, or if he goes with Terra Ground Gyarados, Earthquake, or Mamoswine Earthquakes. Speed wasn't really that big of an issue because there's really nothing that outspeeds on his team that is not beating anyway. Sinistcha. Max special attack and max physical defense, meant to take hits decently well, throw out some Scalds, throw out some Burns, and with Matcha Gotcha and Strength Sap, cripple their physical attacking power, especially that dreaded Scizor. You'll see why I have Hex instead of Shadow Ball for a reason when we get down to Glowking. Volcarona is really there as just a good, strong beat stick. It's got a little bit of speed, it's got a lot of special attack, and it's got some physical defense. This is so I can possibly take a hit from Gyarados, if he has Gyarados, but the speed is there at +1, it outspeeds the Iron Valiant, and it's just brute force power. So I could actually one-shot an Iron Valiant unless it's running either Assault Vest or he's heavily specially defensive investing, which I don't really think he's going to do. Because this thing basically just walls the Valiant anyway. Unless he goes for Liquidation, but he's running a Sun team, so I don't think he's going to be running the Valiant with Liquidation. Choppleberry Alolan Sandslash with Rapid Spin, Iron Head, Triple Axle, and Ice Shard. Originally, when DapperSnapper and I were planning, he suggested loaded dice, but the more we started planning, the more we started talking, the more we thought he really does need to run Vacuum Wave on his Iron Valiant, and Choppleberry lets me survive that. Which, I don't return a knockout, but the speed investment on here allows me with Slush Rush to outspeed an Iron Valiant, provided it is not Scarfed or Booster Energy, which we don't really think he can afford to run the Booster Energy, but that remains to be seen. We outrun a standard Iron Valiant. Iron Head, it doesn't actually take it out, but it does significant amounts of damage. And with the Snowscape boost to its physical defense and the Chople Berry, I actually survive a close combat. Triple Axle also deals significantly more damage reliably as opposed to the Ice Shard, so both of them are pretty good. The reason why we didn't go for Loaded Dice, Icicle Spear, is we need that Chople Berry to resist, well not resist, but to survive those fighting moves, and it does comparable damage normally to Icicle Spear with Loaded Dice, so Triple Axle was just an overall more reliable move, with a better health item, allowing us to survive and do more damage longevity. Galarian Slowking is there for mostly tech support and is our dedicated lead this week. With Toxic Spikes, that pairs up very well with the Hex on Sinistcha. A poisoned Skeletor will more or less get one-shot by Hex, provided it doesn't have a lot of physical. Provided the Skeletor doesn't have a high degree of HP or special defense investment, a poisoned Hex should take it out, but even if it doesn't take it down, it's still going to be at very, very, very low health, which, for me, is fantastic. The Regenerator on this pairs extremely well with that chilly reception, allowing me to pivot into something else very quickly, very easily, get that health back, and maintain momentum with a slow pivot. And the rest of his moves are basically there for pretty much coverage. Flamethrower is there to delete that Scizor. Psychic is there to slap the Iron Valiant. And it's there not really to hit stuff hard, but it's there to set up, do things, and allow allies to get in and out easily, as well as enable the Alolan Sandslash. The final member of our team is the Mystical Power Smashing Mesprit. Really, it only needs U-Turn and Mystical Power is what we discovered. Mystical Power will one-shot the Iron Valiant and basically delete most of his team, especially if we Terastallize into Psychic, which is the plan. Its immunity to ground allows it to actually take a Earthquake meant for Glowking. Pretty good. As well as being a bit of an extra pressure against potential ground moves against Heat Rain when the air balloon is popped. The only real issue that the Mesprit has, my apologies, is if he brings in the Skeletors, where it can survive a Mystical Power, but doesn't really survive two Mystical Powers from Terra Psychic Mesprit, and even though it does have Unaware to not really deal with the boost the Mystical Power gives, because Mystical Power always boosts your special attack, it's still not going to want to take that. Even Scizor does not like taking Mystical Powers when you're boosting up. I thought it got Flamethrower, it doesn't, but it doesn't really need Flamethrower here. Thunderbolt and Ice Beam were there just in case maybe I need them, and I didn't tack on Shadow Ball because a Shadow Ball doesn't one-shot Skeletor, and it's better to just start spamming Mystical Power and deal with what little holes there are there than, oh, I have a super effective I have a super effective Ghost move, I'll use that on Skeletor. No, just go Mystical Power. But this is our Terra play, provided things don't go poorly. It has the Choice Scarf. This has the Black Sludge, Chople Berry as mentioned. Volcarona has the Heavy Duty Boots. There really wasn't too many items that could go on it. I don't really think he's going to be bringing Torkoal, but if he does bring Torkoal and he does bring rocks, the boots are there to prevent this thing from getting utterly decimated. It can't really take a hit from Gyarados, so if he Terastallizes Gyarados into flying, we're basically gone anyway. Sinistcha has the Big Root, as that increases the amount of healing you get from Strength Sap and Matcha Gotcha. Not really sure how I'm feeling about those 90% accurate moves of Mystical Power and Matcha Gotcha, but we ball. We will figure it out when we figure that out. But next I'll see you is over at the field of battle. Alright, and now the searching has begun. I think that I mentioned this prior, but I'm thinking for his team, he's going to be bringing the Iron Valiant, the Scizor, the Skeletors, the Mamoswine, and the Gyarados, with possibly either the Raging Bolt or the Torkoal. Really? Electros? No Valiant? Okay, that's actually a little bit scary. That worries me. Okay, that throws off my plans by a lot. Alright, we go with the standard team we had before. This was not unaccounted for. But he did, okay, so he did win the Mammoth one. So, no Scizor! Like, okay, so Mesprit just kind of goes ham here. Alright. No. Okay, Mesprit just kind of goes ham. He's probably Terra Ground Gyarados, or as I like to call it, Gyarados. Because, I mean, it's Gyarados is terrifying. I love Gyarados. One of the few Gen 1 Pokemon I really love is that. I've used it actually previously in a draft league, and it was fantastic there. I am thoroughly terrified. I am very thoroughly terrified of this thing. I'll let the rock and roll off. Oh, nice. Come on. Lead. Skeletor. Okay, he brought the thingy. Okay, he did the thing. He brought the thing. He's probably gonna either yawn. Probably actually should have gone negative speed nature on this thing. I don't think an Earth Power game ends me here. But I think I'm gonna go Chilly Reception anyway. Okay. Alright, good. What is he gonna do? Okay, I outspeed the thing. I have removed his son. What do I do now? Do I go Volk? Do I go Volk? Actually, no, this could be a bit of a mistake, but I think I want to go Mesprit here. He's probably going to go for a Fire with Stealth Rock. Okay. Okay, he goes for the Pebbles. I probably should have gone for... I don't even know what I should have gone for right there. Okay, but rocks are now up. I do have countermeasures. I have Mystical Power out. I don't think anything wants to come in. I should have terrestrialized. I don't think anything really wants to come in against this unless it goes for... Okay, that chunks. Is he gonna go for Yawn here? Flamethrower, okay. Junk it. I could be doing this too early, but this could be a too early play, but it's go big or go home. I don't want to risk Rupp because he has nothing that resists Psychic. His only out is if he goes into like Skeledirge here, but he doesn't have Scizor. He has nothing that resists Psychic. And if he brings in the Skeledirge is going to get hit pretty dang hard. He's probably realizing it's probably going to be Mesprit time to go ham. He withdrew Furnace. Okay, he wants to preserve the sun. Might as well be walking on the sun. Power line. Oh, that's Bolt. Oh no, it's not Bolt. It is Heal Face. Okay. I'm a big fan of Electros. I respect that. What the heck does is Electros a sack play? He's probably scouting it. He's probably scouting on me. Let's go power. So this is +1 Psychic. This is, well, functionally 100. Is that thing AV'd? Oh, that thing is probably full. Absolute bulk. That thing is full bulk. It's gotta be AV. There's no way a non-AV does that little damage. So he can't hit me with something like Thunder Wave. So I don't get paralyzed. And again, this thing was mostly meant for the Valiant. But does it do the same damage? Unless it was just a high roll and a low roll. Ooh, Dragon Tail. I can respect that. Come on, go into... Sandslash. Yo! The exact one we needed! The exact one I was hoping for! We can get rid of the Sneaky Pebbles. Sneaky Pebbles go deleting. Okay, good. Good. So that's why he had Electros. So this thing is full tech into books. We wanted to get rid of the mess, but okay. I mean, could I have gone... Okay, what's he going into? I think he has Ghost type. Dolores? Gator. Yep, Dirge. Galleyface! He's probably going to expect I'm going into... I should have put... I forgot I wanted to put Earthquake on you. I didn't put Earthquake. Okay, swap in. Volk, we need you. We need Volk. He's gonna go for probably Shadow Ball here. He's probably going Shadow Ball because he knows if I go into Heatran... Sub? Okay, I can respect that. Not... Okay. Now he's just gonna go spam... the Cannon Face. So that gives my best option against this thing. Fine. Okay. That should break Sub. Sub faded, good. Okay, Sub faded. So I can bring in Heatran after this. Okay, I can bring in Heatran. Okay. Yeah, that's scary. Throat Spray? No, not Throat Spray. Okay. You're unaware, so you do you things. Oh, that's just barely enough. That is just barely enough damage. The good thing is Sinistcha can come in. And Sinistcha can Hex Blast it. Well, Sinistcha or... Yeah, Sinistcha or... Okay. He probably was expecting a swap out there. Psychic. Can we get a special defense drop or something? I don't like fishing for those drops, but it's nice to have. But, okay. So we can at least do a little bit of chip damage. I'm sorry Volk's got to go down here, but a needs must happen, and Skeletor just terrifies me. Get a ball, yeah, okay. I think... Yeah, I think... Okay, let me think for a second. So, Heck... Well, Hex would do over 50%, would one-shot if it was poisoned. It's not. I guess we go Heatran here. Okay, so I have Power Gem. I think Power Gem... I think Power Gem kills from this range. And I also outspeed. I didn't want to risk him swapping into the Gyarados. Skeletor is off the field. Ooh! I don't know if that crit mattered. I don't know if that crit mattered or not. He's probably going to go into Gyarados. Probably Gyarados. Gyarados. It's scary. Gyarados. Okay. I know he's got to go for a move against Gyarados if he's against Heatran if he's going into Gyarados or Mamoswine. So he would need to go. I mean, if he goes Waterfall, that he could be potentially risking a Flame Body. Okay, but the Skeletor is gone, so I can actually I can safely bring in the Mesprit, and the Mesprit can Volt Beam. And I don't think he's gonna bring in. I don't think he can safely bring in the Bolt, because Bolt eats Earth Power, and he may be respecting the Earth Power. Rapid Gyarados. Rapidos, that's a Gyarados. Love Gyarados. Ooh, it was not Moxie. Are you Dragon Dance? What does he still have? Mamoswine. I've got Mamoswine answers to a degree. I think we gotta risk it for the biscuit. Like, I don't want to deal with Drake. I was good. I was a good not switch. That was a very, very good not switch. That was a very good not switch. Yes. Weakness Pulse. Lefties. Interesting. Come on, go for another one. Waterfall. Okay, he did go Waterfall. He did go Waterfall. Really? Really? I mean, you know, that's fair. I crit the Dirge. There was no way I was living that anyway. But... ugh. Rude. That was rude. I feel like he's Terra Flying on this thing. I feel like he's Terra Flying or Terra Ground. Any other way, it's probably going to wipe out the thing anyway. I'm going to go to Slash. Slash is probably going down here. Well, I mean, I'm physically defensive. And I don't have my thing. You know, go big, go home. Terra Ground Earthquake, I'm assuming. Terra Ground Earthquake. Yeah, when I saw the item pop, I was like, oh, it's probably weakness policy. I was like, no, it's not. It is lefties. But again, I guess weakness policy on a Terra is not elite. Well, I don't know. That's something. Water. Don't work. We live! Oh, freak off the flinch! No! No! Come on! That 20%! Alright, it's fine. You know, we're probably gonna lose this. We don't got this. We don't have this anymore. Wait, just Waterfall? Unless it's Terra Flying. Unless it is Terra Flying, and then in which case I could probably, well, Ice Shard's not gonna do enough against it. I mean, Strength, that's my only option here. Terra Flying Dose. Yep, it's Gyarados. Okay, we lose this. We lose this. Yep. I should have done this sooner. I should have done that sooner. At least then I could have Ice Shard. I think an Ice Shard probably wouldn't have done enough damage to get Terra Blast kills. Yeah, Terra Flying Gyarados. Yeah. He didn't have Earthquake. I don't think he probably realized he didn't even need Earthquake against me. Yeah, you played well, Ruppy. You played well. There's no way we outspeed this thing. Unless he didn't go, like, speed on this thing at all. Okay, can we get a freeze? Can we get a freeze? No. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can take it out with Ice Shard now. I can take it with Ice Shard. Yeah, that flinch screwed me. I mean, hey, when you use a flinch hacks Togekiss, you can't be surprised when the flinch hacks comes back to bite you in the butt. You can't be surprised. Actually, I should have gone into freaking Glow King because he doesn't have Earthquake. He doesn't have Earthquake on this thing. Really? The rolls. Well, I mean, it was well played. Well, I mean, I had a feeling this was not going to be a good match for me. But, yeah, it was good. Why is he... Why? Oh, Mammoth's fine. He probably was expecting, what, like, Ice Beam? Or no? Sludge Bomb? What was he expecting? KD. That's what it was. Wow, I could have survived it. I could have survived that. I could have gone into here and I could have just used... Well, live and learn. Live and learn. But he played well. He played well. Yeah, the reliable kill. Well played, Ruppy. Did he not have Earth... Oh, I guess he didn't have Earthquake because I could have had Rillaboom with Grassy Terrain to nerf the Earthquake. What? That's why the Gyarados didn't have Earthquake. I was too busy focusing on Terra Ground Gyarados. I didn't really think as much for Terra Flying. But that was well played. If you guys haven't done so already, please go check out Ruppy. They did very, very well here. And next week we go against yet another Sun team. I look forward to getting destroyed again by Sun team, this time with Ninetales. Have a good night, everyone. See you then. Considering it was a week 1, I can't be too disappointed in the performance. His team was terrifying on paper, and that Gyarados worried me. I was not expecting no Scizor and Valiant. I guess I prepped way too much on the Valiant and the Scizor because I was like, well, why not bring those? But yeah, no, I should have considered the Terra Gyarados. I guess, I mean, also what I should have done is I probably should have brought in the Glow King, set up Snowscape, and then gotten into Slash and then tried there. That probably would have been a better way. Or just go to Mesprit, because, I mean, well, hindsight is 2020. Next week, we do have another Sun team we're going up against. Shadow Stitch Gaming and the Charlotte Chandelures, which is another Sun team. Thankfully, one that doesn't have Gyarados. But I really didn't think... I think, honestly, no matter what point in the season that Ruppy would have been, I probably wouldn't have been able to beat that team anyway. Sun is really dang good, and Valiant and Bolt scare me.